y'all are. I was wondering where you went to. Good morning and welcome back to Long Farms. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about cattle working systems and how they make the farmer's job just a little bit easier. Now for us, we bring the cattle out of that back field down up this fence area here. And then about halfway down, we've got a gate that we can close off. That way the cattle can't either run all the way to that other gate or possibly run into that back field. Then we'll run them up here. We'll open up this gate here and run them in this little area here. Then once they're in here, we'll set up these big 14 or 16 foot pre-foot panels and kind of make a curved shape to where we can run them up into this area up here. Even though corners are unavoidable when you're building the gates to go in towards your alley and squeeze chute area, you want as much as possible to have a curve. It just makes it easier on the cattle to keep them moving in one direction. As if they have a corner, like if they get in the corner, you don't know which direction they may go, but if you have them in a curve, it's just easier to more or less force them up into the working area. East Tennessee allergies about to kill me. Alright, but once you've got them up in here, you bring them in here. Of course, have that gate closed. Then you want to run them into the sweep tub. The sweep tub, just like the name implies, this gate, once you get the cows in there, you just more or less sweep them on around into the alley and then into the squeeze chute. But this gate has these little pins right here, and whenever you move the gate around, it catches on these wedge type things and won't let the cattle come back. And then the more you run them up in there, of course, just close them on up there. And normally these sweep tubs don't come with this extra little wedge piece here. We had a good friend of ours build it up, and add it for our system. So that little pin arm catches right there. And we can have a cow. We can have a cow on the squeeze chute, a cow or a calf on the scales, then a cow or a calf right here, and then just the remainders in the sweep tub. Alright, once they're in here, got this little gate here. We run especially calves, we can run a calf up onto the scales. And we can close this gate here to keep anything from coming in on top of it or trying to get two calves or cows in there at one time. And once they're on the scales, I don't have the box with me, but it mounts up right here on this bracket here. Just these two little plug-ins right here plug into the bottom of the monitor, and of course it just like a bathroom scale at home, it gives you the weight. I would step on there and demonstrate, but unlike everybody else, I'd rather not tell my weight to the rest of the world if I can avoid it. The John, how do they get into the squeeze chute? Well, they're on the scales. We're done weighing them. This little door right here. Just grab these handles here. I don't know if you can see, it just opens and closes the chute. And then up here, they come in and just catch them right there. Just see how it's kind of got this V shaped right here. You just want to get them right when their head gets right past this V. Of course, you don't want to slam it on their head, because it could hurt them, but get through there, just let it down, and it catches them. Ours doesn't have it, but on a lot of these newer squeeze chutes, you can get or have made what's called a sternum bar, which goes right here in the middle. That way, if for some reason a calf or a cow comes into the squeeze chute before you can get that door shut, if there's to get on top of this cow or calf, see how the door down here at the bottom gets real narrow. If they get on there and get that cow, push them down in there, it could possibly cut off their airway, and if not done in time, it could hurt them. So once you have them in there, just close that. Make sure that door's closed, so nothing else can get in behind them. And if you're wanting to squeeze it in, just take this handle here, and pick it up, just with your foot. Got those 5 little holes there. Set it down there, and take this handle here, and just like the name implies, you can squeeze them in. Squeeze them in, it's not going to hurt them, it's just hold them in there so they can't jump around or move around. It's just easier to give them their vaccines or check their feet or whatever else may need to be done. When you're done, you just push that lever up, bring it back over, and just set it back down. John, what are these little bars here? What are they for? Well, they're just there if you want to, you just hit this here, let that down. You come in here and give them their vaccines, or you can put let another one down. You can take the fly pour on, pour across their back, and just flip them up. And there you go. So if you want to check their feet, or if you got a calf that's mom won't let it get any milk, we've done this before. You just put the mama cow in the squeeze chute, hit this here, hit that there, that panel comes out. Mama cow's in there, she can't move, she can't get to you. You just bring the calf up there and see if you can try and get it to suck. That way the mama cow can't run off on you. Well, John, why would you want to give cattle or calves a vaccine? Well, it's just like in us humans. If you get a cough like what I've got this morning, you take some cough medicine, in a couple days you feel better. Or if you have allergies, you either get you a shot or take allergy medicine and you feel better. But in cattle, it kind of works the same way. You can give them a shot depending on what it may be. can also be a preventative to prevent any diseases or anything. Then depending on the shot, you give them a booster, and that just like the name says, just boosts it up and makes the medicine, what's the word I'm thinking here, makes it more potent, makes it where it does its job. Well, that concludes today's video. So if you have any comments or questions, just leave a comment down below, or if you want to be notified first of any of my future videos, just hit the subscribe button. And hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day and keep checking back for future videos.